And this week at Westminster, I had a small victory for veterans, given that it was the week in which Remembrance Day fell, and that was fitting. And what I achieved was a commitment from the Secretary of State that for future elections, there will appear as one of the acceptable forms of identification, the Veterans Card. That is being brought in GB. And I therefore raised with the Secretary of State, well, what about Northern Ireland? And happily he has agreed to bring forward legislation to enable that to happen with us too. So it's important that veterans feel equal treatment and that those who mightn't have other forms of ID can be able to use their Veterans Card if they so wish. In terms of other things, well, we forced a vote this week on the Pets Passport, and without our voice originally raising that at committee and spearheading it, that vote wouldn't have even happened. I also, in another delegated committee, spoke again at length about the iniquities of the protocol, ever pressing the issues which are there. And in the chamber proper, I spoke about the electoral law, and indeed made reference to the fact that we had industrial scale impersonation led by Sinn Féin, which led to identity cards in Northern Ireland some 20 years ago. So quite a busy week. And then I also met with the Ulster Farmers Union, who had a delegation here, very exercised of course, and rightly so, about the government's assault on family farms through the removal of the exemptions on inheritance tax. And that is something going into next week, where there will be large protests here in Westminster by farmers, and indeed an event on Monday night for farmers at the maize site, where I, amongst others, will be speaking. So another busy week, dealing with the issues which come up. And of course, back at home all the time, the real work goes on with my staff dealing with the constituency work. I'm just the front man. They do the work, and I get to tell you about it. But they are the real heroes in this. Thank you very much.